Hello. Being a nice, polite, and reasonable person might play against you, at least legally sometimes. And this is why your lawyer might often tell you just do not admit, do not accept, do not promise anything. At least it's a good idea to keep that in mind until you consulted your lawyer. For example, let's say that somebody pretends that you owe him or her money. And it's your position that no, you don't. But trying to establish some reasonable dialogue, just inviting a person to discuss and maybe to clarify the situation, you might say something like, well, maybe, I don't remember exactly, it's possible, let's review, and so on and so on. So as long as you have said something that might be interpreted that you admitted the debt, the question of prescription suffers. What is prescription? If for a certain period of time, when it comes to monetary debt, it's usually 3 years, the person who lent the money didn't ask for it back, then prescription period kicks in and there is no debt anymore. Unless the one who owes, the debtor, admits the debt. If that happens, then the prescription period starts running from the moment of admission again 3 years. Sometimes it's done just in full knowledge, voluntarily, freely, in order to appease the creditor. Just there is a debt recognition paper so that, okay, I'll pay you later, but at least I admit the debt, I recognize the debt, so there is no question of me just denying it and not paying it in the future because of the prescription period. But if, in your opinion, there is no debt, or if the situation is sort of finicky, when somebody died and then somebody appeared before the heirs and saying, okay, that person owed me money, or if there is some kind of a conflict over something broken, I don't know, or something that was kept somewhere in your basement for a long time and out of a sudden there is somebody claiming that, okay, now it's rotten and you owe that somebody money and so on and so on. Being nice to the extent that you admitted even partially that there was a debt will be used against you. So the legal advice here, at least this kind of like legal information, not an advice. For advice you have to ask your lawyer, of course, but like in general, if you're not sure, just avoid admitting anything, avoid accepting anything, avoid promising anything until you consult your lawyer, because otherwise it might be too late already. Thank you and have a nice day.